miss.
Never miss. Welcome back to the show. I'm John.
I'm Brittany.
And this is
Random Rewind.
That's right. Today we're going to be jumping into a little bit of topic that we talked about a little bit on the last episode.
A little bit.
Little tiny, teeny tiny bit. It's the wonderful world of YouTube.
Welcome to YouTube.
And kind of a little bit of other social media
Yes.
apps as we kind of jump into them from here and
Let's
there.
say just like the social media, internet, early 2000s. I mean, what was the internet even, for a long time it was...
For a long time it was just fucking AOL and whatever.
Oh my gosh, the CDs.
CompuServe and the CDs.
The AOL CDs, you remember those?
I
And
do,
they'd always
yeah.
be in the mail, like
Uh-huh.
150 free hours of internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay.
And then Net Zero came out. They're like, "Fuck you! It's all free."
And we're free.
Yeah,
So
it was pretty fucking cool. I love Net Zero. That was my go-to free internet dial up.
Right.
Dial up. Oh my god.
And
Dude,
that's what it was.
So
And then
slow.
we had internet, and everyone had websites. And then social media.
You want to call them websites?
I know,
Yeah,
right?
there were
And then-
pages with a little bit of information on them.
Social media took off in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
My earliest remember of it was Zynga.
I don't remember Zynga.
It was like pretty much it was like a personal blog kind of thing where you would just type. And you could code it like how MySpace is, or how MySpace was. You can HTML and
Yeah.
like you could make all the colors and everything.
Oh,
And it was
interesting.
kind of like your own. And that was, gosh, I was young. I was pretty young when I was doing that.
Yeah,
So
the first one I remember, the first social media app I personally remember is probably MySpace.
MySpace. Did you have a MySpace?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a
everybody
fully
did.
fucking customized fucking MySpace page. It was
With
Star Wars to the fucking gills.
I miss that. It was so much fun.
I like, because it's your page.
But how did we all know how to just randomly? I don't know how I learned HTML code
Because
to code
HTML code, the basics of HTML code is so simple when we searched for that item, or you could just go into chat somewhere and somebody would tell you how to
it.
fucking
It would like
do
pop up. I don't
Yeah.
remember how I learned it, but I
Oh,
learned
color
it.
is this. You just got to use hexadecimal code.
Yeah,
It's
and then
really
you would,
fucking simple.
and you know this and post the image and this
Yeah.
and that and this and that. And I'm like, I was a coder in the MySpace days.
Yeah.
It's all gone now because along with MySpace went my coding knowledge.
Just lack thereof.
Tom's like,
It's just
"Haha."
gone. Yeah, MySpace was one of those things that I feel like if they took the time and because it's still running,
What?
right? It still runs.
Wait,
And-
wait, now?
Yeah.
It's still going?
Yeah, they need to. It needs to be revamped. I forget who it was that bought it,
Wow.
like maybe 5-6 years ago, and they tried at it, and it's not much of anything really.
Yeah.
Like maybe 1 million users on
Not,
their
it's
total.
not any. I was gonna say I didn't even know it existed anymore.
Yeah, and then if they took the time and effort to reestablish themselves as another form, like a TikTok or an Instagram or something, I think it would do well, only because it has the name recognition.
It does have the name. Well,
You know
for
what I mean?
us, I don't think kids would have any
Even
idea.
kids know what the fuck MySpace is.
I don't know. I
yeah,
don't know.
it's in every
if my
fucking
kid
meme.
would know.
It's in tons of memes. I'm sure your oldest would know.
She would know. It's
Yeah.
a meme thing. Because that's the thing is like, I feel like it died and then that was the end. And honestly, I fought so hard for MySpace. I remember I went to Ohio when I was like, I don't know, 18 or something.
Sure.
And people out there were taking pictures and we're partying and we're having a great time. Like, okay, I'll put it on Facebook. I'm like,
Face
ew.
what?
I was
yeah.
like, ew, why would you put it on Facebook? I
Yeah.
said, add me on MySpace. They're like, no, everyone out here does Facebook. And I'm like, okay, Ohio, like, little did I know that they were on the right path and I was living in the past of MySpace days.
Then Facebook took off like a fucking bat out of hell.
The only reason I got a Facebook was to play Farmville.
It was a game, but I don't remember what it was. No, to be honest with you, no, I think I just transferred everything over, thinking it was a lot cleaner looking, super sleek.
Oh, you liked
A
it
bunch
better.
of fucking people were on there. A lot of people's pages, like I thought mine looked good because it was more of like a web page, but a lot of people's pages were so busy and full of shit,
Uh-huh.
you could no longer see the page.
Yeah.
And it
Oh,
was
are
just-
you saying on like MySpace?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
It was, like,
it was so
too
clutter
much.
fucked with like,
That's
I
true.
learned how to fucking add a GIF. I'll add 5,000 of them.
Yeah, all to
And
the
then
background.
everything. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. It was just so
Oh.
the fucking colors would be all rainbow and fucking flashing.
Okay,
and
but
it'd be like a
rating-
seizure attack.
Rating your friends from 1 to 8. I mean, did you like get in a fight with somebody and then move your top friend down, then you get in a relationship and then your boyfriend or girlfriend
Oh, I
becomes
remember
number
that
one.
aspect. I
Do you remember
forgot
the
about
top
that.
8?
Yeah,
Where we ranked people
I don't
who we
remember what I
loved.
did with that, but I remember that fucking whole thing. You fucking put your family up there.
We were so. I mean, I was in high
yeah.
school when this was going on, so it was a big deal. It was like,
Yeah.
who's in your top 8? If you got moved down,
Yeah.
people would like come up and question you.
Do you remember about the same amount of time? About the same time was Classmates. Classmates.com.
No.
Yeah, so that was another really fucking stupid website. Pretty much what Facebook kind of encompassed MySpace and Classmates.
All kind of the same
was
thing.
like you went to a school
Yeah.
and you'd sign up for that school for that year. Your whole class would register for that.
Okay.
So you'd be friends with your class.
With your class. That's a pretty cool idea.
I don't know if it still exists.
We had, before MySpace, we had school scandals, which
No,
is
I
like a
remember that.
forum about people talking shit about people in school.
You could do that. I mean, you could do that on Classmate.
You'd click
but,
the
yeah.
school, and then all the drama and like rumors and everything would just be la 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 la.
Oh, that's funny.
Falling down.
That's funny.
Yeah,
No.
it was bad. It was pretty toxic.
It's pretty toxic.
The school scandal days.
Yeah,
Is it all school
pretty bad.
scandals?
Yeah,
Whoa.
with Instant Messenger for AOL.
Oh, yeah,
Remember
that was
shit?
fun.
Yeah, you had able to chat with people. That was the first like text communication.
I know.
Really.
I have to admit that I was a troll back in the day. But I was a child. I would go in chat rooms. I would troll. I was a little troller.
Asshole here.
I'm sorry. But it was fun.
I keep getting reminded from episode to episode of how much of an asshole she was growing up.
You know, I didn't know any better, okay?
It's all good.
It was just funny.
It's
it was,
all
and
good.
I
You
mean,
grew.
never
You
anything
grew
like
from that.
crazy. I wasn't like, but we would just, I
I
don't know.
got you. I follow.
We would go into a cat chat room and like talk about how cool dogs were, right? Like
I
we
see what
were
you're
the
doing.
troublemaker of the
Sure.
chat room. We used to go to MSN chat rooms all the
Oh,
time,
right.
all
Yeah,
the time.
I never really got
Chat rooms are cool. That's I
Definitely.
feel like that's not a thing now, really.
Well, I mean, you have your
It's-
shit books of the day and
I was
then
gonna
Twitter.
say, are comments like, I mean, the new chat rooms, like, I don't know, it's not the same feel.
As a chat room? No, because
Chat
it's not
rooms are
live,
fun.
right? It's not live. It's just, I mean, it is live, but you're not like in a conversation with somebody.
Oh, what? And then you just said live. I guess when people are live, there is chat rooms going consistent
Yeah, but that's only
amount.
when they're live, right? I mean, I guess it's the same thing. You were logged in at that moment in time, so you were able to chat. I mean, there's forums.
Yeah.
Forums are not the same because they're you type a reply and then you wait
Well,
fucking
that's like Reddit.
10 years.
It's like, it's
Yeah.
maybe somebody will be on
Reddit
it,
or
but you
Quora
don't
or any of those
know
others.
if-
You won't know until somebody replies.
back.
Yeah, so that's not a chat.
Same with like Twitter, but that's how Twitter is too. It's all
Twitter's
I mean,
the same,
with
but Twitter you
comments.
tend to get more of an instant response because there were so many fucking users.
Yeah.
And now with Threads, fuck. Which one?
Twitter.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like.
I can't see anything other than that fucking happen. For those of you that are fucking Twitter stans, I'm sorry.
But it's and it's not. And honestly, if you're a Twitter fan, then keep using it because
Sure,
it's like
you
there's
enjoy
so many people
you
in
enjoy
the
the-
world. That's our social media. But then something came along and really just shook everything up and gave everybody a whole new way to watch media or anything as a whole. It's like we
Right.
were more introduced to the whole wide world when YouTube came out.
YouTube as a whole was such a unique, but not, because it was still like you could still watch videos on the other platforms, but not on the format that they placed it in.
Yeah.
Right? It's just a video upload platform, and it was
Yeah.
intended for colleges, right?
I don't know.
Originally? Yeah.
I don't know that. I know the first video was like some guy at the zoo or something. Like it was
Yeah.
very basic. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
here we are. It
Just
was a
share your, and people would just upload super random 1 minute videos, like shorts before they were shorts.
Yeah, before there were shorts, but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were all horizontal. We had no vertical back then.
No.
It was 100%
And
horizontal.
there was a star rating back then. Do you remember
Yes,
that?
I remember the
Yeah,
star
yeah.
rating.
You could
go
star
from
rating.
0
Yeah,
to
it wasn't just
5
a thumbs
stars.
up. It wasn't just a thumbs up
You
or
didn't
thumbs
get
down.
two options. It wasn't this or this. It was.
It was
maybe a 3,
maybe
a 4,
exactly.
5.
Yeah, you could fully rate the fucking videos.
You could rate them
back
all
in
the way.
Fucking, yeah, it was good.
It was a good time. I remember when it first came out, and I was on it early. I mean,
See, I wasn't.
Early.
I wasn't on there until 2011, 2012.
I lived
you
on
jumped
the internet.
on.
So
Yeah, you were still in high school then.
I was still in high school, so I was
Yeah.
on the computer. I lived on the. I've been on the
Yeah.
computer forever.
I was on the computer then too, but not. I didn't adopt to a lot of the what do you call it? Premiere technology.
But you wouldn't have
really,
because you were doing other. Like I was in high school, I had
yeah,
plenty
yeah.
of time to be doing shit.
I just started my career in real estate then.
Exactly. So you were doing
Yeah.
real estate shit.
I
I
was
had
doing-
plenty of time and be like, "What's this?" And
Yeah.
then looking at it and finding it and being like, Ooh.
What was funny is
this is cool.
back then, I remember two of our really good friends, like some of our like best friends, right? And they were like, "Hey, you know, this new YouTube thing, we're thinking about putting cameras all over the house like Real World does,
Ooh.
and freaking recording
And
our
just
lives.
24/7?
You know, like people are just gonna freaking watch because there's nothing to see on there right now on that scale." I'm like, "Well, that's a great idea. You guys should totally do." They never did.
They didn't.
They would have been adopted. They would have been the fucking early
original
aspect
daily
of
vloggers.
yeah, exactly.
Original daily vloggers.
And their lives are. They do have obviously regular mundane stuff, but they have exciting things that happen to them.
Yeah.
They make it up there on their own. They're very dramatic people.
Yeah. Oh,
and,
that's my family. Woo.
Yeah.
There's drama all day.
And they were boyfriend and girl, and they're still boyfriend and girlfriend. They're never gonna get married type of thing, and they don't plan to. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. No, but they don't plan to. But they're very dramatic, and it would have been a really good time to watch. Oh, absolutely.
They should. But same with me. It's like, I mean, I was on the platform and I was in videos on the platform back in the day. I went to like one of the first YouTube meetups.
Oh, right here in LA.
Was literally on Santa Monica.
Yeah.
It was on the beach. Like you just drove to the beach and we all just stood there in like a big group.
And just hung out.
Yeah, took some pictures, said hi, and just stood on the sand. And that was the meetup. Like if you compare this, like our group of 10 people to like VidCon now, you know what I'm saying? The amount of growth that has like happened between then and now is insane. Like same with me. I should have jumped on it when I was
you would have been phenomenal.
I know.
Honestly,
and
back
it's
then.
sad that I did not do it.
Yeah, it's fucking.
I would have been phenomenal.
All the woulda, shoulda, couldas in the world.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
We'd all be billionaires.
Yeah, I know. But you know, now we're just here to talk about it.
That's right.
Because it's what we do.
Yeah. So when I was first introduced to YouTube was I owned I just bought my screen print shop.
Okay.
And one of my graphic designers is like, "Hey, we should do videos."
Yeah.
Like, what kind of videos? So just stupid shit.
Just
so the
fun.
first video that we did it just happened to be the birth of the T-shirt, and we printed T-shirts.
Yeah.
So we did a happy birthday video for the T-shirt. For T-shirts.
Cute.
So it was happy birthday T-shirt.
Very cute.
He changed it Facebook. He changed his Facebook status. His name was T-shirt on there.
Okay.
And he changed the birth date on there, so we had that on the screen as happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
yeah, happy birthday. That's why I was typing in happy. It was stupid.
Yeah, no,
it was
it
dumb.
sounds cute.
But we did a lot of stuff. We did some horror stuff on there, and we did a bunch of like random sketches.
But that was the best part about it is the platform.
You could post whatever you wanted.
Like your creativity.
And you still can to a certain degree.
To a certain degree, but I'm saying your creativity is unmatched here of what like you could create and show the world. Because I feel like everyone was doing that. I mean, I have videos of me and my friends when we were, teeny with a video camera and making our own shows. It's like now it made it a way for you could put your show to the entire world.
Right.
We don't know if people are going to watch it, but you have the ability to show the entire world this thing.
When I was this was in 1998, 1997, I used to go to a lot of car shows, like 3-day car shows, and I would bring my video camera along. Just, cassette recorded.
You could upload that now.
I really could, and I record, bits and pieces of these shows, and it was a lot of fun. It was like it was a vlog. It was me talking about what's going on, and then I think Chauncey was in one of them at one point for the last show I went to.
Yeah.
And it was friends from the car club and all the stupid shenanigans that would fucking go on at a car show, and I look at it, I'm like, this is really fucking cool. I should send this to some of the. There's a lot of YouTubers that do the old school mini truck stuff.
Yeah.
They would fucking get a kick out of it.
But I'm just even having that footage from that time, like that would hit now.
Right.
I mean, that's the thing with YouTube is whatever you want is on there. If I typed in walking through Disneyland in 1992.
Oh, it's on there.
It's on there.
It's
You're walking through Disneyland in 1992. It's like
we were doing a history piece for one of Chauncey's work videos, and they were going to showcase it at work. It wasn't like for monetary purposes.
It was just for
a work function thing. Yeah. And so I went on YouTube and I found a shitload of B-roll that had to do with the history of the hospital and stuff like that. It's all on there.
It's all there.
It's fucking crazy.
It's all here.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, not to the exact respect that you're looking for, but there's some format of it.
Oh yeah,
it'll
be on there. You kind of just search whatever you want, and like
there will
be some sense of something.
I don't know how to fucking change the battery in my Audi Q7.
Okay, so you're saying when you started on when you heard of YouTube or your coworker came to you and said, "Hey, let's use it as a marketing tool almost, or like for fun
Yes.
things. So then when you started getting into it, who do you remember being like the first YouTuber that you started following and watching?
So that's the thing is I didn't.
You didn't have one that
I
you
didn't
like
have
clicked
one of,
on
like-
and you instantly was like,
Oh, I'm stuck to this.
Yeah,
not
I like
until
this person.
not until the same coworker came to me about freaking 3 weeks later and said, "Hey, have you ever played this game?" What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
This game called Minecraft.
mm.
I'm like, that's a stupid fucking 8-bit piece of shit game. And I was, I played Splinter Cell and fucking Call of, all
Yeah,
the,
yeah, yeah.
like that kind of
So
stuff.
you,
Halo, I was into that kind of stuff.
You're like, what is this?
What is this piece of crap?
Blocks?
And then literally weeks later, Ethan asked me,
to get it?
can we get Minecraft? So I got it, and I got fucking suckered in, and I've been playing it to this fucking I played it yesterday. Ever since 2012.
So it not only
2011.
So it introduced you to now your new favorite thing to do.
Yes.
So it was an opening to this. You were open to a new world, well, because of your friend, but also it's like now, same with that. It's like you type in Minecraft. It's like you have people playing Minecraft. You can watch people playing the video game, which people think is nuts. But I mean, we've talked about before.
We talked about before. It's just
It's
like
not.
watching sports.
It's awesome.
It's the exact
It's
same thing.
amazing.
You enjoy watching fucking people play poker? Same thing.
Same
You like
thing.
watching people fucking bowling? Same thing.
It's just watching people play games.
Watching
games are
people
fun.
play the thing you like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So and
It's no
I
difference.
understand other people want to be involved, or like I want to be playing it.
You too could do a podcast right now, but you're watching two idiots
You
freaking do a
could.
podcast.
You could do it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's well, that's the thing is anything's possible, and you're limited literally by what you're willing to do. Is your
Correct.
own limitations.
Yeah. I mean, there's some people that are willing to do some outlandish jackass style stuff.
Yeah.
And some stuff far above that. That's just I don't think is acceptable.
Like too much.
Too much.
Or like fake pranks. Or stuff
oh,
like
it's
that.
just a prank, bro. It can be only a prank to a certain degree before it's fucking harassment or it's assault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
don't
There's a
want-
lot
don't
of
do any of that shit.
But there's a lot of that on there, and it
It's
does
like,
get shut. Luckily, the YouTube, not the algorithm, but the rules and the terms of service has changed, so where you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So,
But back in the day, it was the Wild West.
It was Wild West.
Everything was on there.
Everything,
Anything and
absolutely.
everything. It was. I mean, I like how they're doing it now. It's like especially with my kids watching it. It's
yeah,
like,
there's a lot more. It's a little more tame.
but it's so fun being in the Wild West era of
enjoyed
stuff like that.
I enjoy
it's
the Wild West.
So fun.
The amount of money we made just even starting out with so little subscribers. Oh yeah, that's what launched the fucking the YouTube channel to begin with.
Yeah, because
Was because of all that. I decided to shoot. Ethan, Liam, and I, we started a channel called Ethan and Liam HD.
Yeah.
It was about them. Unboxing toys, playing with Hot Wheels, doing stupid
Kid
random
stuff. It
kid
was for
stuff,
kids,
right?
yeah.
And they were having a fucking blast.
They loved it.
But then they got bored of it.
Hmm.
So I took over the channel.
Which happens for children.
Yeah, exactly. In about 2014, 15, around there, they got bored of it. And I turned it into a Minecraft channel.
Yeah.
And I changed it to T-Blitz.
So now it's just strictly Minecraft. So if you want to watch Minecraft videos,
Yeah, all those other videos I pushed over to a different channel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do Minecraft videos.
they're really good.
I mean, I have fun. It's fun.
It's all that matters.
It's fun.
If you're having a good time, that's really all that matters.
And that took us to, because of that channel, it took us to conventions like Minecon and VidCon and Mindfair and
There's
other.
more than one one?
There was a company that was doing this show from the East Coast first, and then it moved to the West Coast called Mindfair. It's right after Minecon shut down. Right, 2016 was the last year they did Minecon.
Okay.
And in 2017,
They started
18,
Mindfair.
Mindfair started up the prior year, and then they invited us for an up-and-coming YouTuber.
Yeah.
So we got to speak on stage, or I got to speak on stage, and
That's
do
pretty cool.
we had a
It's-
little
but
booth, and it was
it's
fun.
weird, but before your friend introduced you to it,
Yes.
you never like came across like the evolution of dance or Charlie Bit My Finger.
No, that's all beans. Yeah, we saw all that
Chocolate
stuff.
Rain. Like I'm
Sure,
saying,
sure.
did you see
Well,
them?
the Chocolate Rain and Charlie Bit My Finger were the time that I was starting.
Well, it was like more of like
That was right
you
when I
were
started. That's right
doing
when it happened. Yeah.
Okay, so because I'm like the really early stuff.
Fresh Avocado, all that stuff was happening
and,
then.
Charlie the unicorn one.
I
and-
love the memes then. Compared to the memes now, like come and go so fast
Yeah.
that they just disappear. You forget about them really fucking, really
That's true,
fucking
because
fast. Back
there's so
then,
many.
the Water Malone, the what are those?
They
the
held on.
all
They
that
held
shit.
on a little bit longer.
Exactly. Yeah, the fucking 2013 was the what do you call it? The Harlem Shake.
Oh my
Oh
gosh,
my
that
God.
was so funny.
Fucking love. Somebody tried to relaunch
That
that
was
on
so
TikTok
funny.
and it
They
failed.
did.
Yeah, it was funny, but it
well, you
reminded
gotta-
me of it.
But literally, you can't do the same.
No,
You do
but-
everything recycles. Like
Yeah,
there
yeah.
will be a next Harlem Shake, but you have to figure out what makes it different, and it can't be the Harlem Shake. It has to be Scooby Dooby Doo. Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It has to
yeah.
be something different.
Right.
But it's really the same.
But
you just
that's
dance crazy and then you.
But that's all. That was all Vine then, right?
Well,
Vine was really huge, and then it translated to YouTube,
But
obviously.
I never got into Vine. Like I was YouTube and I was YouTube strong.
Oh
like,
yeah, it was
held
YouTube, and then we
YouTube strong.
We went to VidCon 7, and there was a huge Vine booth, and we got to meet a bunch of Viners. And the first family we met there was called the EB family.
Yes.
And I happen to be friends with them now. The dad, actually, not the whole family, but the dad. And they're really fucking some of the most down-to-earth fucking people in general. But that's where I got introduced to them. And then we met them again at VidCon 9. I can't remember what it was. I think it was 9. We actually had a booth at VidCon.
Yeah.
And we were able to hang out with the kids. Got to do a freaking thing with them. We got to meet a bunch of other YouTubers.
But right
and that was
here,
a good time.
even having VidCon, it's like if I was a kid or I was into something,
Yeah.
the fact that you could go to this convention
Yeah.
and meet your favorite people that you
Yes.
watch all the time
It's phenomenal.
huge.
And it's still, so it just happened again.
Uh-huh.
VidCon just happened again, and
Well, what number are they on now?
Oh, I don't remember.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
man, it's been going on for
10
quite
was
a while.
right before. 10 was 2019.
Okay.
10 was 2019. That's the
So
last time.
we're what, 19, 20, 22, 23. So we're like 14 or something
Yeah,
in.
something
Like
like
we're
that,
pretty
yeah.
deep in, like
Yeah, yeah.
almost 2 decades.
So last year,
Dang.
we were gonna go, and I talked to Andres from EB Family, and he said, "No, we're not going because of COVID.
COVID, yeah.
Too many idiots are going to be showing up." And sure enough, a ton of people got
A
fucking
lot of
sick.
people got COVID after
This
that. I
year,
remember that.
I asked them if they were going to go, and they said, "No, we're going to go to Japan instead."
I would have went.
So they went to Japan.
I've never been to VidCon.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember the first YouTube.
No one was playing that I remember, that I could.
That's
No one's there that I know.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is it's continually moving, and that's the beauty of it, though.
Correct.
It's just like it's got to keep going, and there has to be new, and there has to be this. But we jump by. We love our favorite creators. Like I still watch. Like Smosh was my first video I saw.
Did you see what just happened with Smosh?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God, that's
Was,
fucking nuts.
I know. And me, so that's what I'm saying. So me, like, I was on this app in 2005, 2006, like, and I remember the Smosh video, the Pokemon theme song, which is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah.
Of them lip syncing it, and then I'm like, this is it. Like that was to me, like now I'm a fan.
I was never a big fucking Smosh fan back then.
Because they were number one for a long time.
But they did play a lot, so I was a big like Vsauce fan.
But what just happened, like let's before we jump off of it, what just happened is like they built this company, sold it for nothing. Then that company they sold it to nothing for went under. Yeah. And then they had to have somebody else luckily bought it for, not for them, but bought it. So now they owned
Handed it back to them.
And now Ian and Anthony have now
both
together.
Both of them are back together.
Rebought the thing that they started in the beginning. Like honestly, as far as like full circles go, amazing.
It's a pretty big
It's a phenomenal thing to happen. Yeah. Especially with them, they did have a disconnect for a time. Like Anthony chose to leave Smosh, which he created.
That was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah, it was 6 years ago. So he left, and he wasn't randomly popping in the Smosh videos. It was more like, okay, Anthony took a step back. We respected it, and the fan base respected it enough, and like okay, he's doing his thing, so we followed him to his thing, and he did a great job. He's still doing a great job on his own. But the fact that now they have come back together and rekindled this friendship that created this whole thing in the first place. Yeah. It's phenomenal. Yeah. It's such a fun, happy story. It's like sometimes there's not good stories that come out, but it's like, that's a good one.
Sure.
That's a wholesome, really cool thing that's happened.
I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's really cool too. Because they were I didn't get to meet them. I never went to like a.
No, I never got to meet them.
They were at my work one time when I wasn't there, and they were still living in Sacramento, so I was sad. But as far as like me, like it was so cool to me. Even going to that first meetup, it's like I watched this person, or I'm a fan of yours, and now I get to see you in person. Whereas like as far as celebrities went, that never happened. Or like celebrities wouldn't write you back, right? Like social media opened up
to a certain degree. Yeah,
to a certain degree,
it opened up a lot of a lot of avenues of you being able to reach out to people that wouldn't otherwise would ever never speak to.
I mean, I would hit people up on MySpace. I'd be like, hey, what's that, Philip DeFranco? And he'd be like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, whoa, like, oh my gosh, like you know.
I still
YouTuber.
watch Philly D. He's probably one of the ones I still watch in the evenings. I don't really care for. Sometimes he posts a lot of fucking YouTube drama on his fucking channel. And I'm not a big fan of it.
That's the only time I watch is when he does his YouTube drama.
I like the news. YouTube drama depends on who he's talking about. Sometimes it's like it's super fucking cringy and I don't care about it.
YouTube drama.
I do follow a lot of it, so I do know who's what's doing who, and
I feel
all
like
that
you
good
have
stuff.
to because when you're on the platform, you got to know.
You got to know a little bit.
You got to know what's going on.
Yeah, I did know. So I started watching. Originally, I started watching a lot of Minecraft YouTubers like Stampy Longnose, Dan TDM. Sunday, we got to meet a lot of them, Bayesian Canadian, all those other guys. We got to meet a lot of those guys at Minecon, which was really fucking cool. And I remember the one stupid freaking bit of drama was this helper for Stampy Longnose got in trouble for breaking into some girl's house and stealing pennies, and it was fucking gross.
Who breaks in and steals pennies?
This dude. But he was a grown-ass adult, and she was a fucking teenager.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, she was like 17, 16.
Oh my god.
She was 16, and he was like 24.
I only have ukulele drama. I don't have stealing pennies from minors.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. That's gross.
There's some
so he booted him, and he deleted all the videos with him in it.
Good, you should have.
Because you have to separate yourself from that.
But then, and that's the thing too. And like, I mean, obviously, there's drama there's always drama. There's people that make their careers off of YouTube drama channels.
Off of drama, yeah.
Because it's always going to be there. Because it's literally anybody and everybody can be on this platform.
Yeah.
It's not like you got accepted into this college and it's like everybody and anybody could be on here.
Right. So you're right. There's a lot of channels that all they do is create drama or talk about drama in order to get more drama.
Yeah.
So they have clout.
And I'm here for it. It's like reality shows.
I'm all right. Some of it I can listen to. Like I don't mind watching. I like watching the H3, right?
Okay, well there you go. I mean H3 right there.
There are a lot of drama, but I don't watch them regularly.
Ethan is always going to be covering the drama stories
or making it up himself.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a jab.
Yeah. Or making it up himself.
That's Jabby McJab.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they belong into. I think they create some of the drama that they fucking.
Well, I'm entertained.
Or they beef it up a bit. Yeah.
I don't watch them.
I don't watch them regularly, but I do watch them from time to time.
Yeah, because it's just entertainment. It's literally entertainment, and there's just some shit you can't make up.
No.
And there's nothing better than a YouTuber apology. YouTuber apologies have been happening, and they're so great.
A kid showed up to fucking VidCon. I can't remember which one it was, dressed up as a fucking YouTube apology.
It was
fucking fantastic.
It's smart. I mean, it's and that it happens all the time because, like you even said with this drama, it's like, it's funny too how much it's great, fantastic, love it, but then there's also bads that come from it as well because now we have people who create fan bases and who get, fans of children, and then things happen that aren't supposed to be happening. It's like just with this Miranda Sings situation, it's like she had fan bases and she was a 30-year-old like talking to 14-year-olds inappropriately and sending nudes to 14-year-olds even if it wasn't her. It's like really inappropriate stuff where it's like, okay.
Miranda was?
You didn't hear about that?
No,
She was sending pictures of Trisha to that group. She was subscribed to Trisha. She was sending them the pictures. Trisha and her had a podcast together. They had 3 episodes out, and I mean, obviously now she canceled it because she was literally sending her nudes to minors. Behind Miranda, or what's her name, Colleen Ballinger was sending
the actual
Trisha's pictures, but then to her face pretending to be her friend.
And
that's why I live for this shit. I'm in this drama all day. I'm like, I can live in YouTube drama. But this has also created platforms for people to become, celebrities in real life. We have Justin Bieber. He started on YouTube. He was a YouTuber, and my number one, Bo Burnham, was on YouTube, when he was just starting out. And it's like where he started to where he is now is like such an insane gap of And I remember when he performed it wasn't VidCon, it was before VidCon. There was like a YouTube. Katy Perry hosted it.
I don't remember.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No,
I remember
Vlogger Fair, but I don't remember.
No, it was a big deal. It was like YouTube's biggest thing. Bo Burnham performed. Katy Perry was the host. All the YouTubers were there. What was that called? It's gonna drive me nuts.
I don't fucking know.
And that's when Bo performed "Welcome to YouTube" for the first time.
Oh.
He debuted his own song, or one of his own songs. What was it? I don't know.
Speaking of songs, I used to fucking thoroughly enjoy the YouTube fucking rewind.
Oh, the YouTube rewind that happened
At
every
the end of every year, and then all of a sudden, it was clearly not about fucking YouTubers anymore.
Well, it's literally they went Bud Light. It's like you're not hitting where you're supposed to be hitting. You're hitting bigger demographics because you want more people.
That's not what they were doing. That's not what they did.
But everyone was mad that it was like it wasn't about YouTubers anymore.
No, that's the thing. They didn't go Bud Light. They went the opposite. They went corporate. They were just making that as a sizzle reel for their corporations that were to sell ads.
But that's what it was, when I say that it's for Bud Light, it was for money. Like,
they
were never, like, Bud Light didn't do what they did because they wanted.
They love the LGBTQ community.
No, it's
they
all
did
about
it because
money.
Yeah, all corporations do that shit. It's all about money. It's always about money.
If you cared, you could be like Coors and be secretly donating that, nobody cares about. But it's like, it's a money grab situation, I felt like.
It was absolutely.
They took away from the. And that was the best. The best part about YouTube was that it was real people creating real entertainment for other real people. Like it was just authentically, organically.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And then they did the fucking Will Smith rendition, and that was, yo, and it was just fucking.
Yo, I'm gonna slap Chris Rock on stage.
Oh my god, it was like. Fucking K-pop. Sorry, Casey Neistat. Dude, I know you got asked.
Casey.
Yeah.
But he knew. Everyone knew. Everyone in it
Everybody
knew.
Well, there's like people that spent fucking 15, 16 hours fucking shooting, and their 5 seconds that they were in it wasn't even in the fucking rewind.
No, and the only reason we even got PewDiePie in there is because Jaden snuck him into her animation and put his chair in there.
Exactly.
But that's the fucking shit that I love.
That's the shit that YouTube was pulling over the creators.
But
they're like money over creators when the creators are what make the fucking money.
The creators are what make it. But that's what's so like that's the crazy. But that's what I'm saying that I love about it is like they snuck it in there because they know what it was. Real creators know what the fuck is up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like they were seeing it, and it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna put it into it. Like she snuck it in there because she was like, I have to represent the fucking community for what it is.
That's why PewDiePie made his own fucking rewind.
And it was fucking fantastic.
And then the following year, Jimmy did his.
And it was great.
Oh, it was fucking wonderful.
Any that are made by YouTubers are fantastic.
They forgot. See, that's the thing that killed me about fucking YouTube is that, especially when it started, not YouTube dying off, but the rewind was fucking dying off, when it was clearly more about money than it was about the fucking creators, when the platform makes fucking a buttload of money, right? Was they didn't put, not only did they not put in the bigger YouTubers or the newer YouTubers, they excluded whole segments. The Minecraft scene at the time was fucking ginormous.
And they didn't even put it in.
Nothing in there. Like, you didn't see much of gaming at all. The animation, you barely got fucking Jaden and fucking what's his name, and there was very much of that either. The animation aspect of it was huge. But you didn't see that being portrayed. YouTube, if they were fucking smarter about it at the time, instead of pissing off the community, they should have done two. Scissor reel for the banks or for the advertisers, and one for the community.
Well, it wouldn't be that hard.
It really wouldn't. It
honestly would not be that hard.
You just needed 2 edits.
You just need 2 edits.
That's it. Shoot the same fucking video with the proper fucking things. Show all of it. Make it extra fucking long. The community will fucking eat it up.
Well, and it really comes down to this. Don't forget where you came from. Like the reason you are this
is because of everybody out there. Exactly.
It's because of what the internet community has built up together is why you are this corporation.
They want to see their favorite YouTubers, the people they watch.
It's the YouTubers who are building these little sub-communities.
Yes.
That's why people are continuing to come back. So to kind of like shit on the people that are the ones making you this money it hits so bad. But people answer back. And wasn't that the most disliked video of all time?
It was the most, and it still is, I think.
There you go. Yeah. People will always answer back.
Yeah.
And then they did something different. They did like a top 10 video, or the top 10 most watched, or something, or I don't know.
That was fucking stupid, though.
It never hit the same again.
Yeah, the following year.
And they don't do it now at all.
Well, the following year they did they were trying to make, I don't know if they were trying to make up for it or what it was, but it was a lot of people, there was less video, more people speaking, the kumbaya fucking bullshit they tried to pull in the middle of the fucking video. It was dumb.
I don't even know if I've seen that one. I remember they tried to come back with some sort of top 10 or something.
Yeah, I watch it every year, even if it sucks. But they stopped doing it.
They don't even do
They
it
did
anymore.
it the 1 year when everybody was pissed, then the following 2 years, and that was it.
Yeah, and but because it didn't hit, but you took out. It's so funny how it. I don't know. Do you think they were afraid of why would you take PewDiePie, who at the time was #1?
Yes.
Why would you take the #1 creator from your platform and exclude them from?
I don't know.
I don't know. Your thing.
I don't know.
Is it because you're afraid that he has more power than you guys have?
That's
sort
probably
of situation?
it. Maybe because he's not as advertiser friendly as some of the other YouTubers they put on there.
I don't know.
Like
he just had a
Casey
baby. Congratulations.
Right,
That's true. I remember that there was controversy.
Yeah.
With all of his shit, so maybe that's why they were trying to.
Because he dropped the N-word at some point,
but
right?
there was even worse. But then it got even worse.
Oh yeah,
because
something
that
about.
shooter.
Oh
the
yeah,
shooter in
yeah,
that church or whatever, and he was like.
But that's not the point, though.
But that's not his fault.
That's irrelevant, though.
Yeah, it's and none of that. Well, yeah, obviously him saying what he said was his fault, but but it's like, I don't know, if I'm the owner of YouTube or this is my company, I want it to be as authentic as it is to my community, because you can't create that somewhere else. You can try. Yeah. I'm sure there was other YouTubers that came out. I don't know if they took off or, there's plenty of other video.
Vivo, stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying.
They're okay. They're more platforms for posting fucking film.
Yeah, but it didn't take off. How YouTube hit exactly when it needed to hit, and it became exactly what it needed to become.
Yeah.
And then it kind of fell off. But that's how it goes. Like in the Wild West days, it's a bunch of people helping people create this amazing thing.
Yes, to a certain degree. So the people helping people part is funny to me, right? So now you're getting a little bit more of it, especially with the bigger YouTubers trying to help out the smaller communities. They're trying to boost them. Back in the day, it was very much so a who you knew.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
I mean, it still kind of is.
Yeah.
So if you knew somebody, you were able to build your channel a lot faster than if you didn't know somebody. And
if you get on that homepage,
that's exactly it.
Like, it's like if you get on the homepage, it's like, woo!
I definitely feel it's a lot of the same as the film industry. It's very exclusive.
Of
Exactly, because even in the Minecraft community, right? You get this idea that this is a very inclusive fucking community. Everybody, and you're talking videos aside.
Yeah.
In the game, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
When you're on servers, it's very much so exclusive. It's very much so who you're friends with, and everybody else can fucking eat a dick.
Yeah.
And that's
you're gonna steal all their shit.
Yeah.
One time I played Minecraft in a server thing with other people, and I died, and somebody stole my shit, and I was like, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
We're setting up another server right now, and I'm excited for that. So, but yeah.
Oh, good. I'll be in it. Am I gonna get killed? Probably.
Probably. It's survival, so it does happen.
But then I like the point that you're making, and I agree with you. But then I also like to think that you can organically build.
Oh, of course. No. I'm not saying that you can't.
Your presence big enough to really just people like to watch it.
Yes.
But it's of course there's helps and pushes and stuff. But it's nice to know that even as we're building a community here, it's I would like to know that the people in my community found us organically, and now anyone who's been here from our start, from our beginning, gets to watch us organically grow, and I think there's something beautiful about that. Watching creators from where they started to where they are now, back to that Smosh thing I was saying. It's it went full circle, right?
Right.
It's nice to see that journey.
But that helping hand is always nice too.
Of course it is.
So if another podcast shouted us out and said, "Hey, go check out our fucking channel," that's still going to be an organic view.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a push from another fucking creator, right?
No,
and it would be something I hope we can do.
People.
And it's something I hope we can do later on down the future if we get that big.
Oh, I would do it all day.
Exactly.
I would do it all day.
Yeah.
It's just when I get rich, I'm not going to be, when I get rich, manifesting.
Fuck yeah, knock on that fucking
It's more
wood.
of first of all, I'm not going to tell nobody. Second of all, I'm just going to be tipping fat everywhere I can go. I'm going to be going out and be servers,
I don't make a lot of money now, and I don't tip fat, but I tip large.
You always got to tip
25, 30%, depending on where I go.
But I'm saying if I had Mr. Beast money, how he gives it all back, it's I might not do it in one lump sum, but I would be all the time paying for groceries or this, that, just
Right,
little
right,
things
right.
of like. I'm not saying money brings happiness, but if you're handed $100,
No,
you're
but
gonna
it makes
be happy.
that day a little easier.
Like, or if somebody
Yeah.
was playing an arcade game and say like, oh, you gave them a card loaded with $100
they'd
on
be
it,
ecstatic.
or you hand out everyone at the or even buy a shot for everybody at the bar, like things that like
Little
you can't
stupid
do.
gestures that are not stupid.
Exactly, but things that you couldn't do unless you were financially more secure. Like,
Yeah.
I can't buy a shot for everybody in the bar.
Right, I'd be
I would
broke.
love to,
Yeah,
but
I'd
I
love
can't
to, but
afford
I'm
it.
gonna
And then
fucking
to
kill
tip
my
on
credit
that
card,
would
yeah.
be insane too. So it's like, if I had that ability though,
Yeah.
oh, I
I know.
would be
I see
doing
what
it
you're
all
saying.
day.
Absolutely.
That's the
But
same.
That's kind of what I'm going back to with YouTube. I think that if you get to the point, if we get to the point where we have the influence, when we get to the point when we have that influence,
Yeah.
I want to be sure to help out the us's
Oh, of course.
of today.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Because why not? Because you have the ability to. But then okay. But I also see how sometimes bigger creators things can happen or like it goes bad. Like take PewDiePie for example. He made a video of he was shouting out like random fans or whatever.
I remember that. Yeah.
And just so happened that one of the artists or somebody he shouted out had a bad video on their thing, and
Right.
the amount of backlash he got for that.
I think the team you have behind you, I don't know how big his team was. It could have just been him. Because
yeah.
a lot of the solo content creators, the Jacksepticeye's of the world and the PewDiePies of the world, a lot of them do their own everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
They don't have a team to do much of anything. Maybe their socials and stuff like that. That's about it. Where the iJustines of the world have a whole team.
Have more teams.
The Philip DeFrancos of the world, big teams.
Yeah.
They can take the time and effort to research that person before you shout them out. And I think that's really important because there is so much shit content of stuff I don't agree with.
But that's the thing though is he saw something he enjoyed. Say his team didn't obviously, but who's gonna go watch? If you do have a team, I guess you go watch back and watch all 20 videos just so this doesn't happen. But in the moment, he's thinking, hey, I'm gonna shout out things that I appreciate, or like say that guy was an artist. So I don't know what the
Sure. No, I see what
But
you're
now
saying. Yeah, no one's gonna go back and watch someone's full library.
And
That's
he
ridiculous.
never thought that something like this would happen.
Yeah.
But because of the amount of people that he has watching him 24/7,
Yeah.
somebody did go back to all 20 of those videos. There was something inappropriate or whatever, and he got the backlash for it.
For
when
sure.
all he was trying to do
Let's shout him out.
was to shout him out.
That's it.
And it turned so negatively, so I understand how sometimes like
They can be skeptical about it.
you
No,
would
I
be
agree.
skeptical about wanting to do it
I agree,
because
but
you don't want that backlash.
I think there's a lot of people that are skeptical about doing it is because it's mine, and I don't want to give up any of my audience.
Oh no,
You know what I mean?
I think there's plenty.
I think there's a lot of people.
Plenty of audience to share. It's like
I think so too, but I think there's a lot of that mentality.
I make John does fun Minecraft videos. I make claw machine videos, and
She does.
anytime
And they're
I
pretty
do,
entertaining, actually.
and anytime
Yeah.
there's somebody in the claw machine community that wants to do what I'm doing, that like I've had people reach out to me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, do it. This one, the occasional claw, she's on TikTok. Like her TikTok blew up,
Did it?
and I was so happy for her because she's like, I think I want to like post every once in a while, and I'm like, do it.
There's the kicker right there, right? So you get I have a lot of YouTubers that are small like me, and then they see somebody else blow up. I have a really good friend too. Then they see somebody that just take off. All of a sudden they go from 2,000 subscribers, go to 30,000 subscribers, go to 500,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And their first reaction is, how the fuck did he do it? Fuck that guy. And my thought is, what did he do? What can I do that's similar to what he's doing and do the same? And good for him.
I was gonna say also, and like congratulations.
Good for
because
him. Good for the person who jumped from 100 subscribers to 10,000 overnight.
And when you're in this space, or when you work in this space, how we do, like when you work in content creation, it's it's hard. Like
It's
there's
a lot of work.
lot of shit.
There's a lot of work that goes into
engagement,
these
like there's a
things.
lot that goes on.
Yeah.
So if you're putting in that work and it freaking takes off for you,
good on you.
Good. Like
Now,
to me, it's like, why would I want to bring somebody down because I'm doing that hard work too?
Yeah.
Which anything gives me hope that like if it happened to them, it can happen to me too.
Somebody else who builds up their channel. Somebody starts today doing Minecraft videos that are identical to mine, and they blow me out of the fucking water. I have no hate towards
Well,
that
what are you
fucking person.
What are you gonna do? If
Well,
anything,
even-
they were, and if they took your style, it's like they could be a fan of it. I guess it would be to what extent. But the cool thing I also like about it is like, no one has your voice and nobody has your personality, right?
Do I have much of a personality?
Yeah, you do. So but I'm saying like, nobody can take that and bottle it up and say like, okay, here you are, like
Sure.
this is here. So it's like you really got to play on your strengths that nobody else could have. It's
Correct.
like anyone can play Minecraft, but
Oh, yeah,
nobody
yeah.
can play Minecraft like you do.
Sure.
Anybody can host a podcast, but
No
they
one
can't
can.
host a podcast like how
we
we
can.
do.
Sure.
Exactly. So it's like you just have. I think the more if you just put it out there, the audience will. If you build it, they will come.
And goddamn, what a great fucking film.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Because I got opinions on that one.
Do you?
Yes, but I will save them.
Oh, damn it.
got a lot.
I'm really fucking curious now.
Well,
God
you're
damn
gonna
it.
have to wonder until that episode comes out.
God damn it.
Coming soon.
All right.
But
we'll do a Field of Dreams one.
if
sure.
you build them, they will come.
Yeah.
So in my head, I know that every time I put out a video, I'm putting myself out there to the world and like this is the content and this is what it is. And sometimes it hits and sometimes it doesn't.
Sure.
To me, it does kind of feel like a lottery because sometimes I'll upload something and it'll hit, 23,000 in 1 second, and
Sure.
another time you get 3 in 1 second.
Sure. No,
so it's
I agree with that.
it's really it's like a game, and that's probably why I like it so much because my ADHD self cannot. I'm really bad at repetition, so if I don't know what's gonna happen,
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited about it.
Right. I mean, but I think our formula for the most part isn't a formula, right? We're not.
We don't have a formula.
No. Like you'd see a lot of podcasts. They have a specific, like a
That's-
beginning, middle, and an end to their fucking podcast. They know exactly what they're gonna do. Most of it's written out. They know
I was
exactly
gonna
what they're
say
gonna
that. I said I don't think we've ever mentioned this on to our audience that we have. It's 100% no script.
No, not
We're
at all.
no script.
No.
If anything, we can research or look up before we start. But when we're sitting in these chairs, it is 100% organic conversation
Yeah.
that we are having in the moment.
At the most, I'm able to pull up is on the laptop at that time.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
because we're
completely-
talking about that
and
particular
it's
item.
completely
Yeah.
unscripted, and you don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna get. You don't know what you're gonna get.
No.
And to me, I like that organic feel about it because, yeah, especially with like AI and stuff, it's like AI can write out a podcast.
Sure, I've had it written out like 3 or 4 fucking episodes, random episodes about certain things, and I read it over, and I'm like, this is good, but fuck, it's boring,
Yeah.
and it's not off the. I like off the cuff.
It's like,
I like-
you never know that.
Yeah,
See?
exactly.
That
You know
would
she was
never
gonna
happen.
fucking do that.
Nobody knew that.
I certainly fucking did it. I about had a heart attack.
Oh no, I don't want your heart to go out. But see, that's the thing about personality, is that nobody can bottle your personality. They can try, and you can do forms of it, but there
Sure.
will never be somebody. There will never be you playing Minecraft on YouTube how you're doing it.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying is like, if you can believe in yourself enough for that.
You know, it's funny that you fucking say that because years and years ago, I used to watch a YouTuber, goes by Captain Sparkles, and his name is Jordan. He lives
Yes,
right.
we know Captain Sparkles.
Okay, he lives right here in Los Angeles, Hollywood Hills. Anyway, so I tried to use his style of fucking video, and those videos actually did really, really well. But I caught myself at one point. I was in the middle of a fucking video doing it in his rough style, not his voice or anything like that. I even have the same mic he fucking has.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try his, and it was actually doing pretty good, but it's not mine.
I was gonna say, you don't
I
feel
stopped.
as an artist, because it is. I mean, creating videos and stuff is art.
Yeah.
So you as an artist, what you were pushing out, because you were doing it for the people and not for you. Which they always
Correct.
say that when you watch anybody that's like building, they're like, you have to give the people what they want, and I
You
understand that.
do to a certain
I get
degree,
that.
but you can't compromise on you.
I was gonna say, as
Yeah.
us as artists or
Yeah.
performers and editors and creatives, we don't want to compromise on what we like and love about the art form of it in the first place.
Right.
Right? I don't want to come on here and just read or memorize an AI script that was written out for me because it's what other people will want to watch. You know, if you want to come here and watch chaos, then you're in the right spot.
Fuck yeah.
Because you don't know what's going to happen next. So, but that's why I'm a shuffler. I don't want to know what's going to happen next. And that makes it more organic, because I do the same shit with my videos. I'm like, oh, this hit big, so people want to see this, so blah, 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 blah. And then I feel, you know, I just put one out like maybe a couple weeks ago that it wasn't my style and it didn't feel
Sure.
right. And I'll probably delete it because I'm like, this isn't my creation, or this isn't
On
my
yours
art.
or on ours?
On Claw. It was on mine.
Oh, was it? You didn't like it?
No, I still don't like it. I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm like, I should. It's not.
Yeah, I've deleted at least.
It's not me.
I've probably recorded probably 1.5 times of what I've put out.
Yeah.
I think we have a total, if I were to go over all the unlisted stuff, because I removed all the video gameplay that isn't Minecraft on the channel. So I had like 700 videos on there. I'm down to.
Shit.
Did
you put them somewhere else?
No. I started uploading them to the GameWave channel, which is a gaming channel specifically
I know
for
what it is, but
for not
saying,
Minecraft.
Like, if you have that content that you have,
yeah, I could
there's no reason
I've
it
been
shouldn't
slowly
be
uploading it there as replays.
Yeah.
But I think we're at 500 and some change now of Minecraft videos. And where was I going with this? I have no fucking clue.
Sorry,
yeah.
I said one thing and then I took
yeah,
and
then my brain is like fucking gone. What was I fucking saying? Shit, now it's gonna bother me. Oh no.
Well, it's gonna bother. But that's, you know why? Because it's real. Because you're a real person and you have your thought. And we love that. And we love YouTube. I love YouTube.
I love YouTube. I miss VidCon. So VidCon, what was really cool about fucking VidCon, what I was really attracted to, it was not necessarily the YouTubers. That was kind of like the cherry on the fucking on top of the cake, right?
Yeah.
VidCon was probably the most, next to PAX, which was another convention we used to go to up in Washington, was the most interactive convention.
Because everyone has booths and there's stuff you can do at them.
Right. So not only, and the amount of swag that you get from these fucking booths was fucking, it wasn't just a fucking sticker or whatever. Yeah. It was those pins I fucking gave you.
So you were leaving with good stuff.
You walk out with bags of shit if you wanted to. It was fun merch. Like our booth, we gave out pop sockets.
Oh, fun.
We're right with our fucking little logo. I think I have got a couple left. With the Ethan and Liam HD logo
I
on
need
it.
One.
Stuff. And
I need a pop socket.
and like Canon was doing that too, because Canon was there. DJI was fucking giving out cool lanyards, and there's just stuff that you'd walk away with was not totally shit.
Yeah,
it
was good quality
T-shirts
merch, fun
and
stuff.
pins and food and cookies, and there was free candy, and there's a whole candy booth. You get free candy and stuff like that.
I have no way. I've never been there, so I've only seen videos, or I can imagine.
Have to go.
I'm down to
we'll
go.
Have to
I would go anytime. That's like
maybe
my
next
dream
year.
come true.
Yeah.
We could go to TanaCon. No, I'm just kidding.
Who the fuck remembers that shit?
Shut up.
Talk about a dumpster fire. Holy shit.
That was nuts.
Oh my god.
That was nuts.
What an absolute shit show.
That was a fun time, but I'm saying, like, and that happened on YouTube, right?
It did. She fucking dropped the ball on that so miserably. Why she didn't hire somebody to manage that project for her?
But she hired the wrong person.
She did. She just hired a friend.
I don't even think they were friends.
No?
No,
I thought they were friends.
I think he came to her and was like, hey, I got you, and then it just...
Yeah.
Unfortunately, her name was attached to it.
Yeah, if you don't know logistics and
Which
project management really, really fucking well. We put together a show before, right? We co-sponsored a concert.
Yeah.
And we had to fucking do a whole fucking giant area of this concert. We spent like I don't know, like $60,000-$70,000 on just this section for us. The amount of decorations we did, and the logistics, and the photo shoots, and anyway,
all the behind
it was a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of work.
So to put together a full event like
that's why it didn't go good.
That's why it didn't do very.
That's
well.
why everyone's
Same
still
with,
sunburnt.
Kind of like is it Fire Island? What was that fucking other one with Ja Rule?
Oh, Fire Festival.
Fire Festival. Oh my god, that was same concept.
It was. They had the idea of it was cool, but then you get there and you're handed a styrofoam bologna sandwich, and you're like, "This isn't the picture."
No.
What I thought.
So that's back to logistics and to project management and undercutting.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work.
And there's a big budget in these things that people don't take into consideration when they're putting these things together.
No, or how much it really is going. How much work and how many people you, especially, because like with her, what went wrong is that. There was so many people and
space
fans
compared to the amount of fucking people was not equal.
And at the time, before Shane got canceled again, Shane Dawson, he was coming.
Motherfucker.
But he was coming there. He said he was going to go to TanaCon to support Tana because they were friends.
I remember that. Yeah.
So now you have one of the biggest, and this was like.
Yeah, that was when he was at
the
top of his game.
That was when he was at his top. Like he was doing 50 million a video. Like I think that was like right pre-makeup or whatever. Like he was top. So now you have one of the biggest people on the platform saying that they're going to show up to this thing that is free.
Yes.
And all you have to do is walk across the street. from literally the biggest YouTube convention ever. People are walking over because to them they're gonna meet their favorite creators or creator. Or
I thought it cost money. I didn't think it was free.
It was free. You could do VIP, but the whole thing was like, hey, it's free to show up. But what happened is everybody bought VIP because everyone wanted to be VIP, and everybody got screwed. Yeah. They got like a condom or something. I don't know. Yeah. It was nuts.
It was bad. It was like, really fucking royally bad.
Shane didn't show up because of how bad it was anyway.
Right. Wasn't Jeffree Star involved in that too somehow? No, I thought he was.
Jeffree wasn't involved in TanaCon.
Oh, I thought he was.
No, he might have commented on it.
I think he might have commented on it. Right.
But I don't think he was. He wasn't involved. No. Shane then made the documentary about it, and that's how we got like the ins and outs of it, and we knew like more of the details.
Yeah.
But
I didn't watch that one, but I remember.
It was more of a thing of like, you can't have that amount of people without, that's the thing, more security. The space alone was not big enough.
That's kind of like an airplane overselling a fucking airplane, right? That happens all the fucking time.
You can only fit so many people.
But you know that if you know that 10,000 people are showing up and your venue can only hold 4,000, there's a fucking problem.
There's going to be an issue.
You have to have a cap on sales. If you're going to do that, you're going to...
That's the thing.
That's
is like,
problem
I don't know if they capped it.
They didn't.
But then they couldn't have capped it because everyone was VIP.
Everyone was VIP.
So if everyone that was in line was VIP...
Right.
Don't have your own VidCon. I mean, the people that...
No, if you do...
Didn't the Hank brothers start
they started VidCon? Yeah, they did.
Okay, there you go. 2 OG YouTubers.
Absolutely.
They knew what they were doing.
But
they
still hired a massive fucking team to run it.
Smart.
Because they're not dumb by any fucking means.
They knew, but they're both geniuses. They knew what they were doing, and they did it right. That's the difference between doing it the right way and doing it the wrong way, where people could have got hurt in that situation. Right. Because there could be, riots. You know what I'm saying?
Anything could have happened. Anything could have happened.
The worst about it was sunburn, thank God.
Yeah, and dehydration.
But if there was any sort of scare or any sort of thing where people had to run out of that building,
they would have been screwed. It should have been shut down for fucking
lives
fire.
Lives could have been lost.
For fire.
They did, but it's
did it get the marshal shutting it down?
They ended up like outside.
Oh, wow,
it was a whole thing.
I remember it was bad.
It was definitely a YouTube blip in YouTube time. Yeah. But it only could have happened because of what YouTube is, and YouTube is just so incredible as a community. Altogether, it's like now I feel like it's bigger, which is great for people's niches, right? Like who you watch, I'm going to be watching YouTube drama, and you're going to be watching Minecraft. Yeah. But I think that's the future of media as a whole. Like there's not going to be any more standing next to the water tower at work talking about the show that was on last night. Yeah, yeah. But I'm saying, like,
I do know what you
there's
mean.
no more of that. You might have a friend that watches the same thing as you, and you guys will talk about it. But as far as like media as a whole,
network television is going to be dying.
It's already. I'm going to say right now, it's dead.
It's streaming in YouTube, which is streaming.
Because
I know where I was going to with that last story. Sorry,
you figured it out.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, if it's in your head, you go.
No, go ahead. I'll remember.
Okay, so as a whole, though, I think since everything's going to be so niche tight, which is great because I want to know about, whales, or I want to know, I do claw machines. Yeah. Talk about niche.
Liam loves
there's niche things.
Science and special effects. So we'll watch Corridor Crew. I don't know if you've heard of them.
No, but he
loves that stuff. He watches In a Nutshell, which is another fucking channel. It's fantastic.
But I'm saying he has now the ability to go to this platform and say, I like special effects, show me special effects. Yeah. And bop, 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 bop. Not to mention the education.
Oh, behind it. Yeah, yeah.
I have fixed my washing machine because of YouTube.
Yeah.
And
I believe you, because I think I have too.
Other things.
That's how I was able to figure out where our washing machine was smelling really bad. Didn't realize there was a second filter down below you have to fucking drain. No fucking clue, but thanks YouTube.
But thank you YouTube. That's exactly. If I don't know how to do something, I say, how do you do it to this specific car? Yeah. And there's somebody showing me how to do it.
Exactly.
And that to me is innovation, right?
Right. No, what you're getting at earlier was you're gonna delete that video.
Yeah, it's.
And I was talking about I have XYZ videos. I've probably deleted over 100 videos on the fucking channel that are Minecraft because I wasn't fucking happy with them. I also have probably about another 300 videos that I've never edited because I hate them. I will never edit them. They're on that fucking computer right there.
Yeah, but you're just...
But they're never going to get edited.
I'll do it for you.
I should grab a bunch of fucking segments from it because there's probably a ton of good footage in there.
I'll do it for you.
There's a lot in there, dude.
Just give me some money. I'll do it.
There's a lot in there. There's a lot in there. We're talking about terabytes and terabytes of fucking footage, yeah. But
I'll start small.
But that's what I'm getting at, is that it's okay to delete a fucking video.
Yeah.
If you fucking hate it, you hate it.
And that's what I think.
If it's not your best work.
And it's not even that it's not my best work. I feel like it wasn't true to who I am, or
That'll
like
do it.
my art. Like I do still think of it as an art form.
Well,
it's
I mean, you're putting out a piece of
because
content. It is art.
And I'm creating something, and that's what it is. It's like, I don't want to be creating obviously I want to create something that's going to be watched, but I also want to create something that I'm happy with putting out as
I'd
well.
rather have something that I'm happy with that gets 1 view than something I fucking hate that has 100.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's more of like, I have to be okay with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
But I have, like you said, you were kind of going off that other person's style. I have weird little, I'm like, oh, I'll try it this way. And there's nothing wrong with that, because
because you're trying. Because what if it works?
Especially when you're like a smaller channel, you have to throw a bunch of shit at the wall, and like whatever sticks, you kind of like go in that direction.
Yeah. There was a small YouTuber back in the day, also worked with that YouTuber Sunday I was fucking talking about earlier, right? His name was Craner, Mr. Craner. And he had like 2,000 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers, something like that when he started with Sunday. So he was his helper, co-partner in video games, playing Minecraft. He had this really weird high-pitched voice he used. It ended up being his fake voice. He was faking it the whole time because he thought that's what the kids wanted to fucking hear.
Yeah.
Well, it got to the point where it was actually hurting his fucking voice.
Oh.
So he changed his voice back to his normal voice one day, which, in all honesty, like thinking back at it, it wasn't much different. And the hatred he got for it, the amount of backlash he got for changing his voice,
it was probably
outlandish, right? And in my eyes, I'm like, he just used the fucking persona online, and he's tired of using the persona.
But you know that because you're in it. You're not you're still a fan of them, but because you also do the same thing.
I'm not just a watcher.
You understand
I'm not just a viewer.
Why he did it in the first place, or what he was trying to hit on and it's funny how that do you remember, I mean, maybe not, because you started in like 2011, but there was this girl, it was like Lonely Girl 101, or I don't know what it was.
Sure.
I'll send you a picture to put up.
Sure.
And she used to come on and she used to talk about like she was in like a cult or something, but she never like, and I swear she like talked like this kind of, and she would be like, they're gonna take me to this place, and like and she would always say like they or them or and we had no
always
idea
hinting
who
at the
was
they or
talking
them.
about.
Yeah.
And then she like disappeared, and then people were like freaking out. But it's like in reality, it's like it was all fake. Like the entire thing was fake.
I remember this fucking story.
Yeah, because it was a big thing.
Yeah.
She had it going on for a long time, and I was fully invested.
Yeah.
And this was early YouTube.
Right.
And I was like, who's they? Where are they taking you? What's going on? Like, what is this? Are you in a
cult?
cult?
It was a full fucking story. Yeah.
And it was all made up. Which, I feel you kind of feel bamboozled for a second, but then you're like, no, she created
a story.
She made that's what you're here to do. You're here to entertain. It was entertaining.
The only downfall on that is she can never do it again.
She can never do it again.
There's a one and done. She almost needs a separate channel for that story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and then she would have to switch and do something else because it all came out. But I don't know. We talked about the Hills. We knew that was fake, and people still watch that. So she might have played on it, but anyway, we didn't know at the time. Me as a viewer, I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And she duped us, and it was fucking fantastic. Right. She did a great job.
No, absolutely.
Like, there's no hatred there, because it's like, wow, you entertained us.
She did exactly what she set out to do.
And it was brilliant.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah,
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Lonely Girl, whatever it was. It's going to drive me nuts. It was a big thing. It was a big thing back in the day. Back in the old YouTube days.
Back in them
Michael
old days.
Buckley would have reported on it. I love old YouTubers.
Yeah, I have only one YouTuber I do want to mention, because I had a great deal of respect for him, in the sense that we were able to sit down and talk multiple VidCons and online. He was, his name was Grant Thompson. Thomas? Should I remember his last name? Oh my God, it's been so long. I fucked that up. And his name was Grant. He did he had a channel called The King of Random. And
that's right up my alley.
Okay.
Random?
Yeah, King of Random. So, but he would do he would build random shit, like fucking how to fucking, if you can melt a rock with the focal point of a fucking whatever. Anyways, did a lot of sciencey shit, but not sciencey shit, just super stupid stuff. He got in trouble a while back for blowing up. He made like a homemade bomb, but not a bomb. He just blew up a little thing using sodium chloride or something. Yeah. But he ended up getting in trouble for building a backyard bomb because of it.
Oh my God.
So anyway, so he ended up getting out of trouble for it. He was trying to hire a co-host. So I applied for this fucking co-host position. He said, you have to make a knife and record a video of you making this
the
fucking knife and whatever. So I did. I made this fucking knife. This knife right here. And you just use a single piece of steel. It's not the greatest fucking thing. So he called me up. He's like, "Are you willing to move to Utah?" No, I'm not. I'm like, I can fly. We lived in Washington at the time, which wasn't super far. And I'm like, I can fly out and shoot for the week and fly home. I'm like, I'm willing to do that weekly. And he's like, no, I really need somebody locally.
24/7.
And I ended up hiring somebody else, that's fine. I understood.
But you would have got it.
I think I would.
Right?
I think I would have got it.
If you were willing to
if he
move.
asked, yeah. Since
You
he
would
asked,
be in Utah right now, and we wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Not right now. So
everything happens for a reason.
So a few years later, he used to be a pilot.
Okay.
Before YouTube, he was a pilot, aircraft pilot. He had one of those like glider things with a big fan on it. Crashed into the side of a hillside and died. Yeah. So rest in peace, Grant.
R.I.P. Grant.
Yeah. So
that took a turn.
It did. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. But anyway, he was probably one of the nicest, kindest freaking people that I got to spend time talking to.
You were lucky enough. But you know what? I feel like they always take the best ones go first, right?
That's what they say, right?
That's what they say.
Yeah,
and
the shittiest ones stay. Yeah.
But it makes you feel bad. That means I'm shitty, I guess, because
I'm still here.
Yeah. But it makes you know him as a person. He was such a light. So
he
for
was.
him to be,
he was a good human being.
So
he really
they
was.
always say like your light is so bright that like you had to go up before.
And the channel stuck around. It's still around now.
Oh,
His wife still runs it. They have a production company that runs it, but it's not doing anywhere nearly what it did when he was. He was the content
he probably put the time.
He put a lot of time into it.
Blood, sweat, and tears
to
go into these things.
He put a lot of fucking time into it. It was again he created good fuck. It was. His voice was pretty humdrum, pretty dry, but the content he put out was fucking good.
Yeah.
It was good stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my little fucking story of Grant. So he was a pretty chill human being.
You know, he'll always be missed, but you know he has a legacy behind because you can go back and watch him whenever you want to.
Exactly.
So when I'm gone, my grandkids, shout out to my grandkids.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we're
putting stuff out to the world for everybody to watch. Hopefully forever. Until fucking Alphabet is buried under fucking 5 million feet of rock one year.
I know. Whatever. But until then, hi grandkids. Because we're gonna be here forever. It's the internet. It lasts forever.
It does last forever.
That we'll go in that time machine thing. You know, can go back to any time.
I like time machine. Yeah, I was able to pull up some of our first websites that I built.
And then you can go back and look at everything.
Yeah.
So we're here forever.
Yeah.
This is forever.
If you're not aware of that site, I'll put a link in the description down below to Time Machine. It's really fucking cool.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. And yeah, we rewinded it back to YouTube, which isn't too far of a rewind, but I feel like from what it started with to what it is now, the evolution is incredible.
Oh yeah.
And it hits nostalgically, like just as anything else would.
Yeah, and we're gonna see what it turns into in the next fucking 15 fucking years.
And I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
It's gonna happen. I'm gonna roll on that train with it. It's like, yeah, let's go. Let's see what comes next.
Oh shit, no, we're rolling on to fucking 20 years for YouTube.
That's
aren't
what
we?
I'm saying. It's
Holy
like almost a double decade.
Yeah, we're reaching that fucking line.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we're just a couple years away.
It's old. YouTube are getting old.
YouTube is getting old.
You can drive.
YouTube, holy shit. Holy shit.
And we're getting old too.
Yeah,
and you're getting old too.
Exactly. A lot of YouTubers we watch now are married and fucking having kids, and it's fantastic. It's good.
It's great. No, but it's cool. It's also stories that like when you started, it's like anyone following along. Like if you're a kid and you started watching a channel, it's like you get to grow with that channel all the way through. Whereas like usually your favorite show gets canceled.
Yes.
And then that's the end. You never think of it anymore.
But a lot of YouTubers, even some of the small ones, are still sticking around and they're still making content, so you're able to still watch them.
Yeah.
And that's fun.
And you cannot watch them if you're over it. I used to watch Shay Carl constantly, and now I can't watch him anymore. But that's just how it goes.
One of my first 100 subscribers still watches to this very day and comments on every fucking video.
Yes, that's what we love.
Good time. Yeah, it's a good time. That's awesome.
That's a fan. Yes.
Yeah, that's a true fan.
We love a true fan.
I do love that.
Should we do YouTubers, overrated and underrated YouTubers?
Oh shit, overrated, underrated YouTubers.
Yeah.
Yes, we fucking should. Or channels as a whole.
I don't know. It's so broad that I think it should be, maybe we should like.
I can give you an overrated fucking YouTuber right the fuck now.
I want to know.
T-Series.
Oh, T-Series?
Yeah, fuck T-Series.
Eat
a dick, overrated T-Series.
We will always have.
We'll always PewDiePie.
It's not hatred. We're just always going to be Team PewDiePie because PewDiePie is a person creator.
No, it's not hatred.
Who has built this up from scratch.
It's just the one dude. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
It's not a giant company coming in
difference.
and taking it over.
I know, and that's why it was.
And now it's Jimmy.
Gosh,
so
that was such a fun story.
Oh,
Too.
now it's Jimmy.
Jimmy's the next one.
Yeah.
But well deserved because he fucking worked.
Yeah, fucking rock
he
on,
never
Mr.
stopped.
Beast. Fuck yeah.
Who the fuck is counting to 100,000?
Jimmy.
Yeah. And that's why he is where he is today because Apple will sit there and look at a camera and count to 100,000.
Yeah, and I've seen so many fucking knockoff attempts
There
of the shit that he does,
and
it's so cringy to watch. Because you know he did it,
but that's
and he
like
did
we
it right.
were talking about before. It's like they're just jumping onto what it is. He created his thing. He did his shit.
Yeah.
He did it right, and that's why he is where he is.
Right.
He has good content.
He does.
He put out good stuff.
He did.
And now everyone wants to piggyback on us. When we blow up huge, people will be piggybacking on our shit.
Hopefully.
And then we will just say, cool, because what's that called? Or what do they say? Imitation is the
best form of flattery. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we say, cool, I'm glad you like who we are, but we're the OGs of it. And, you know, there has to be, the inspiration's going to come from all angles. And if I inspire you, I'm excited.
Me too, goddammit.
Then that's something I could be excited about.
Yeah.
So your most overrated is, see, that's a good, can I piggyback on yours? Because
fuck yeah.
Yes, but that's also just ingrained in my mind because man, that was such a moment of time.
That was a moment of YouTube history that I will never forget.
Fantastic.
That whole battle of fucking PewDiePie and T-Series was
great.
absolutely enjoyable to watch.
Oh, it was so good.
Every last bit of it.
I mean, PewDiePie was dropping songs. Like it was a
fucking
fun time.
Jimmy put out that billboard. It was fucking great. Yeah.
Like and oh man, Jamie really pushed it. Like I mean, he had the Super Bowl. He was in the freaking behind the thing at Super Bowl.
I know, it was nuts.
And that was before he was even big.
I know, it's nuts.
And he had to take out loans, I'm sure.
No,
I don't know what he was making, but it's like that was insane.
His channel brings in a lot of money. If we got into a YouTube economic fucking video, the amount of money I could fucking talk about for a lot of these YouTubers is astronomical. We won't get into that though.
Well, we'll be there one day, so
yeah,
I'll learn eventually.
You'll learn. No.
So
we can talk about that separately.
So now underrated.
Underrated.
What's the most underrated YouTube channel?
The T-Blitz channel.
Q Claw Crew
Q
is
Claw
the
Crew,
most underrated.
super underrated.
If you like claw machines.
No, underrated, like truly underrated, like that we watch on a regular fucking basis. Honestly, I would probably say, for me, is gonna be Kyrgyzstan, which is in a nutshell.
Who?
It's called In a Nutshell.
Oh, it's In a Nutshell.
Yeah,
okay, I'm like,
what?
what?
It's an animated talk about our future in space and things like that.
Okay,
it's
but
very
animation.
sciencey and it's super entertaining. And it's done with a lot of research and they have a massive team behind it.
I was gonna say anybody doing animation.
Yeah.
Fucking shout out to them.
The amount of work and effort that goes into animation, and I know I've done it in the past. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And it's way more than a lot of other people have to do.
Had this been freaking 6 years ago, even 5 years ago, I would have said somebody else. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, because it's going to be ever changing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it has to be.
Exactly.
I don't know if I have an underrated.
You have an underrated. Is there a channel you watch that no one else has heard of?
That no one else has heard of. That's not me.
That's not you. Yeah.
I honestly I don't know.
What kind of videos do you watch the most? Vlogs? Drama? Oh, okay.
I watch a lot of. I keep up a lot on YouTubers. I do a lot of YouTube drama. The channel I watch the most is Smosh, which is so funny because I've.
But that's not an. I wouldn't say that's an underrated channel.
I would say it's kind of
maybe
underrated.
It's underrated now because it's picking back up, but we'll see what they do with it.
I'm gonna say it's underrated now because half of the people. I mean,
More
a lot
than half
of people. I was gonna say have
dropped
no
off.
idea.
And a lot of the subscribers dropped off from that channel after what's his name left. So
Anthony.
if they come back, that's a different story, and it could be a good, like you said, full circle fucking story.
And I would say because I love improv.
Yeah.
I watched that one, and I know they're coming back with sketch comedy, which I love as well. Scripted comedy is just as good, but improv is my favorite. So they have a lot of improv.
Do they?
They do improv situations, like Try Not to Laugh, or they create characters. I mean, even their new podcast, they talk about like the creation of characters that they are making for improv.
We could talk for about another hour about YouTubers that that did a great job doing a lot of improv stuff, and they're kind of died off too.
I love
Oh
improv.
God, there's so many.
I love it. It's
so
so
many-
fun.
The amount of YouTubers that died off,
I
that
think
just
we
got
should start
lost
a
relevancy.
second improv channel. We just need more characters to
Need a lot more characters.
to jump in and be
be our,
improv with us.
exactly.
We'll get there eventually. We'll have an improv channel just for me.
Just for her.
Say this channel's called Brittany's Improv Channel just because she likes improv. That's what
That's
we're
gonna
gonna
be
name
the
it.
name of the channel.
That's the name
It's
of the
short
channel.
enough.
Short and sweet, you know,
Short
just
and
like we
sweet.
like it.
Yeah, just research that.
Okay, now we can end the podcast. Thanks for
Okay.
sticking around.
Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, because I sure as fuck did. Did you?
I did, and I love YouTube. I could talk about it all day. We could do
probably
this
could.
1,000 more times.
I think we're an hour and a half into it, and
I know
think
we've already went over.
And I think we can go another hour and a half easily on this
easily.
topic right
But
now,
we
because
won't-
there's a lot. We won't bore you guys with the
I'm
rest
sorry.
of it. Sorry.
We're already too long.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys did, if you could do all the things, the subscribes and the follows and the everything else down below, and
Backhand that bell.
smack
Ba,
the
ba, ba,
shit
ba,
out of
ba,
that
ba.
bell. Like I said, hope you guys enjoyed, and until the next one.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
See ya.
So
Bye.
wait, if it keeps
Same
going,
design. If it keeps going, you're still in
we're
a dream.
in the dream. If it
Yeah.
stops.
Remember the
What
end of
if
the
it-
film? It was still spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
And-
anybody that fucking hasn't seen it yet. It's a little fucking late.
It's hard, I know.